Arias, and I'm a bike messenger within the R.S.S.H delivery company. Today is Sunday, February 22nd, 2026. And on behalf of Cyber F.M. and the R.S.S.H, we thank you for listening to today's Cybersecurity Report.
Listening to Cyber F.M, hosted by Arias Thomas.
It is Sunday, February 22nd, 2026. You're locked in, secured, and zeroed out. I'm your host, Arias Thomas, and this is Cyber F.M, the frequency that cuts through the noise of a compromised world. On today's frequency, we are bypassing the surface-level noise to dissect 4 critical developments. We're tracking a ransomware siege on the healthcare backbone of the South, a newly uncovered state-sponsored operation targeting critical infrastructure, a massive breach in the legal and financial sector, and the alarming legislative death of internet freedom in the East. Let's begin.
Story number 1. The Healthcare Blackout.
The lead story today strikes at the heart of public safety. The University of Mississippi Medical Center, also known as UMMC, is currently grappling with the massive ransomware attack that has forced the closure of most of its clinics. Detected in the early hours of Thursday, the breach paralyzed the Epic electronic medical record system, forcing doctors and nurses to revert to pen and paper for patient care. While the emergency department remains a thin line of defense, scheduled surgeries and appointments are being wiped from the calendar. It's a stark reminder. With the bites are held hostage, lives are the collateral.
Story number 2. The Stealth State Actor.
Information is surfacing regarding a sophisticated 2-year campaign by a Chinese state-sponsored group targeting Dell vulnerabilities. Using a previously undisclosed zero-day, attackers maintained persistent access to high-value networks across the globe. This wasn't a smash and grab. It was a long-term intelligence-gathering mission. It highlights a terrifying reality of 2026. Some of the most dangerous threats aren't the ones making headlines today, but the ones that have been sitting quietly in your hardware since 2024.
Story number 3. The TriZetto Exposure.
In the world of professional services, the walls have crumbled for TriZetto Provider Solutions. A major investigation is now underway into a data breach affecting over 700,000 individuals. We're talking about a keys to the kingdom leak, social security numbers, insurance eligibility data, and deep demographic profiles. When a middleman like TriZetto, who handles the plumbing between healthcare providers and insurers, is compromised, the blast radius extends through thousands of subcontractors. Your data isn't just yours. It's a commodity moving through a dozen hands you never shook.
Story number 4. The Iron Curtain 2.0.
Finally, we look to Russia, where the Splinternet just became a matter of law. President Putin signed a measure on February 20th granting the FSB, which is the Federal Security Service, the power to shut down the internet at will. There's no longer a need for a reason or liability for providers. By essentially nationalizing the web, the state is creating a digital cage where information only flows in one direction. The global bridge is being dismantled, replaced by a localized weapon of total information control. Cyber FM is proudly brought to you by the R.S.S.H delivery company. In a city that never sleeps, in a digital climate that never stops shifting, you need a partner that moves with absolute certainty. The R.S.S.H is New York's exclusive delivery option, providing the elite precision, high-tier security, and total discretion required for the city's most sensitive physical assets. When the grid is compromised, the gold standard remains the R.S.S.H delivery company. That wraps up today's briefing. From the UMMC Healthcare Blackout and long-term Dell exploits to the TriZetto data collapse and the FSB's total internet control, we've covered the vulnerabilities that define our current state of play. This has been Cyber FM. I'm your host, Arias Thomas. Stay secure.
To Cyber FM, hosted by Arias Thomas.